The mute woman, for the sake of the man she loved, actually lifted her skirt and inserted a fishhook inside. Watching the man walk farther and farther away, she didn't hesitate to pull hard on the line. Hearing the noise, the man quickly rowed back, but his moment of soft-heartedness doomed both of them to endless misfortune. The mute woman had lived on a houseboat since childhood. This place often attracted many anglers who came to fish. Lisa, as the owner of the fishing grounds, would ease the loneliness of those anglers staying overnight every night. But as a mute, her voice always made guests picky, so when checking out, a guest deliberately threw money into the water. However, her fierce gaze seemed to have already sentenced the man to death. Lisa pressed the money flat with newspaper, trying hard to dry the moisture off it. The resentment in her heart grew stronger with time. When the man was relieving himself by the lake, Lisa reached out from the water and pulled him in. Fortunately, his companion arrived in time, and he barely managed to save his life. Moments later, Lisa emerged from the water, unsatisfied, and stabbed a dagger into the boat's side. During the day, Lisa cleaned the houseboat, repeating the same livelihood every day, until one day, a special guest came to the fishing grounds. He carried a birdcage and seemed to enjoy the tranquility here. The man sat far from Lisa, his eyes showing no worldly desire. He stayed in the houseboat for several days, never once using Lisa's services. Lisa had a good impression of him, always secretly watching him at night. Although Lisa ran a shady business, her heart still longed for a pure relationship. Whenever she saw Jack crying secretly, Lisa would quietly watch everything about Jack while swinging on a swing. Yet this seemingly noble man was actually a police officer fleeing from a crime. Although he hid in the fishing grounds, he couldn't bear the unease in his heart. So in the dead of night, he pointed a gun at his own head. Fortunately, at the critical moment, Lisa stabbed the man in the thigh. The pistol fell into the water with a splash. Then Lisa rowed past him, drifting away. Early the next morning, Jack felt a peace he had never known before. He found Lisa taking care of the business, so he imitated the anglers, set up a fishing rod, and tried to fish. Then he cut the wire on the wall and made a fishhook according to his understanding. At that moment, Lisa pulled the fishhook and found that Jack hadn't even put bait on it. She then took out a small box, bit an earthworm in half, and carefully hung it on Jack's fishhook. When Jack reeled in the fish, he immediately saw the bait on it, but he put the caught fish back into the water and started